Hey YouTube, this is Denon. I just wanted to introduce myself and what I'm gonna start doing on this channel. First of all, hi, I'm Denon Marshall. I'm a follower of Yahweh. Yahweh's done so much for me. He's brought me out of the dark and into the light. Originally I'm from a city called Indianapolis, and I was doing bad things. I was in a dark time mentally, and the Father used my uncle to get me in the truth. My dad moved me down here because my uncle was concerned about me, my uncle and my aunt. And ever since I moved down to Charlestown, or southern Indiana, I started reading the Bible more. I started getting into the scriptures and actually realizing what it says. I grew up in a Christian household where a lot of my family didn't really follow Torah, and which is the law, and we were eating pork and all that, and it just always seemed confusing to me. Even when I was a little kid, I always seemed wrong in a way. And so I started reading the Bible. I started digging into it, and I got to Leviticus, and it says that we should not eat pork. So I asked my aunt, because my aunt and uncle was the original ones that told me about clean and unclean foods. And so I actually started researching it, because previously I just didn't feel right eating it. It just never sat right with me. And then they told me that, and then I started reading about it, and then I asked my grandma, and my grandma on my mother's side, she told me that Yeshua, or everybody else knows him as Jesus, said that the law is done away with. Well, I started reading more into that, and he said that he didn't come to abolish the law, he came to fulfill it. And that just YouTube. He didn't come to abolish the law, he came to fulfill it. And so that opened another world to me, because I was always taught that he abolished the law. So I did more research on that. And then my grandma started telling me that he said that it's not about what goes in the mouth, it's about what comes out. Well, started researching that, and started getting into the scriptures. And I never felt like my grandma was lying to me, because my grandma's a very smart woman, and I love my grandma. it didn't sit right with me. So I started reading the scriptures, and it says that it does say that Yeshua said that it's not about what goes in the mouth, it's about what comes out. But he's talking about clean and unclean hands. Um, he wasn't talking about eating unclean food. He was talking to the Sadducees and Pharisees about washing your hands before you ate, and he was saying you don't have to necessarily wash your hands before you eat. It it's not about that. It's about what what you talk about, what the scriptures. It's about uplifting, and I just came to a whole new understanding of the Bible. And ever since then, I started doing more and more research about everything. Like, the Bible talks about the end times, and I compare the end times to how we're living. Um, I just really got into the scriptures, and I thank the Father every day for getting me out of the dark, because I was such in a dark path, and He was the only one that got me out of that, and I thank Him every day. And I want to get on YouTube, and I wanted to start expressing the truth and actually reading the scriptures for what it says, because I know a lot of YouTubers do that, but I've also noticed that they're, I don't know how to say it, they're great at what they do. I A lot of them though are older, and I think that if I get on here, since I'm a younger person, maybe I can reach out to a younger audience, and I pray that um I pray that Yahweh uses me to um get more people out of the world, because I want to do Yahweh's work. I want to do what Yahweh wants me to do, and I want to please Him.